Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. I just came from outside. It's not even not. Is it like 9 o'clock yet? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna try not to do that time today. I have to change my routine. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone had a good night. Woo. mm I was in the Dollar Tree when they opened. Guess why, boys and girls? I bought some almond milk, but the almond milk is not real almond milk from Dollar Tree. So if you have IBS, don't buy it. Some ingredients in it that don't belong in it. So I was actually looking for some coconut milk to make me some coffee, but I couldn't find any. So no coffee for me this morning. Yeah, you do know I want some though. I'm not gonna whine about it. I'm gonna let it be what it is gonna be. The good thing is, I was talking to someone, and he told me that he doesn't believe there's anything wrong with my GPS. He believes there's something with the settings that I set. So I went to the gas station. The good thing was I came home yesterday with a clear understanding that I gave that Savage my last dime besides $1. But then while I was sleeping, I remembered I put $10 somewhere. So I didn't know if I was dreaming or whatever the case may be. When I got up, I went straight there, and there goes 10 singles. So I had $10. But then when I came in last night, when I was hanging up my jacket, something made me put my hand in my pocket, which is not something I do all the time because I don't really use the pocket. And there goes $4 and some change. So long story short, I went to the gas station early this morning, and then I was at the Dollar Tree when it opened up so I could change that milk for some coconut milk so I could make me some coffee, but it wasn't there. So I ended up getting a journal to replace the milk. And they don't want to exchange anything anymore. They don't want to exchange it. They don't want to give you credit, none of that stuff. But when the woman said she had to call the supervisor, she got the supervisor who came out nonchalant, like she was going to say no. And I said, this is fake almond milk. This is not real almond milk. I have a health issue, and and I was very fine with that. That was it. It was no Karen situation. So I took my journal and was very grateful, and I thanked her, and I left the store. So I won't be buying the milk anymore. I will be buying oat milk. Oat milk is going to be the closest milk to I can make some coffee with. But boys and girls, I already did the laundry, hung it up. I did a lot. The dishwasher is running. And then I see a call that I got from the inspection unit. 8 something this morning. I'm like, ugh. And this phone doesn't ring, boys and girls. So I don't know how to put the ringer up. I try sometimes when I need it up, but I'm waiting for a call. I have a strange feeling it's going to come to this day on that phone, which is getting on my nerves. But last night, a friend of mine sent me a video to watch. I shared it this morning on my Facebook. So if you're wondering why I would share that type of song, someone sent it to me last night. He said, I wanted you to hear this song. And I said, before I hear the song, if there's a message in that song, I'm not going to adhere. He said, oh no, there's definitely no message in it. Not for you. He said, I just want you to hear what I'm listening to. I like the performer or whatever. So there goes that. I was going to share it on YouTube, but I don't know how to do stuff like that. And I don't want to play the song, but I listened to the song for maybe about 5-6 times already. So I like the song, and I don't want the song to pop up on my thing. So I did write down the name, but I spelled it wrong. So it's Funny Business, but it's funny with a Phunny. And I think business is Bizness. I'm not sure. I know I spelled something wrong, but put that in if you want to find it. And I don't know if it's going to find. I'm right here on YouTube. I try to find them on YouTube. I can't find them on YouTube, but I would really like to subscribe. I love the song. The song is absolutely everything about the song. I like the song. So, but I almost cried. I almost cried, but I won't go into why I almost cried. It has nothing to do with me personally. That's why I stopped the damn tears. No, we didn't borrow those kind of problems. But I did cry this morning. I was really fed up. I went to sleep and I had a really nice, I would say a blessed sleep because I had no health issues in IBS class of categories, and I was fine. And the only thing is the people here just don't go home. You know, they're outside all night. So I didn't want to turn the air conditioner on to, you know, but about 4:15 this morning, one of the neighborhood weirdos was just screaming outside for no apparent reason. And she started from up the block, and when she got like right here, although I could hear from way down there, she seems to have stopped when she got near the corner. So I was like, you know, thank you for that. But the waking up factor was horrible because I was so uneasy getting to sleep. Although I was sleepy, I was in my zone, I was there. I just couldn't tell if I was hearing a mouse in here. I couldn't tell, but then I realized that what I actually know to be true, regardless of what I think I heard in my living room, which I'm quite sure I heard in my living room, but for some reason above me, they believe that that child doesn't wake up in the middle of the night, and she does because she drops, and then whatever she's playing with, like a piece of metal, is just across the ground. So the tile floor. So I don't know why people who live above people who have children in their house do not put padding and carpet on their floor. Now I know it's a cost issue and everything else, but save your money if you have to, so you can provide some type of decency and respect for the people below you. I mean, like, good grief. I started picking up some of the carpet squares off of this floor because I have carpet squares everywhere in here because I'm above someone else, and then I have layers of rug that I have on the floor. But I realized that I'm not one of those walkers that boom, boom, boom on the floor. So I'm going to take my rug and my rug and put those on the floor, and then when I get to choose my samples, I'm going to purchase more rugs. I'm not really going to focus on if they match and too much in color. I just want as much of my bare floor covered so that, God forbid, I fall, but I have a feeling I'm going to have less falls when I move because my falls are linked to stress, and I'm not going to intentionally take any stress with me. So there goes that. And I did get your message, King, about the AirPods, and I felt like, but you know what, I think he may have needed the money more than me. So I'm going to leave it wrapped, and what happens after that, I don't even know. But I did send a picture to my daughter, and no, I'm not communicating with her on the phone or whatever. I sent her a picture and let her know that she needed to send someone here to pick up her things. And I want to make it clear, giving her step by step that I'm leaving, because if her stuff is left here, I don't want any legal ramifications, because I already told her, you've been out of here for a couple of years now, so legally none of it belongs to you. It belongs to me because I have possession. So there goes that. So but I don't want to be that person. I'm waiting for a call today. I'm not going to eagerly wait for it. I wish I had something to eat other than that popcorn that's in the refrigerator, but the popcorn did not hurt my stomach. I am sitting here, for one, I had a really good shower. I took my phone in the shower and I listened to someone else's, I think, podcast. I don't know if that's what you call it. And it was so, I don't know how you say it, but it was as if she was speaking from me, not to me, because she went through something where she was in connection with someone that she thought was a friend, and she said that during the relationship with the friend, she was, calling her, they was conversing and everything, but she said for some reason, it always felt like the friend was one-upping her, and I never really understood how that could sound coming from someone else. But I had to go into some investigating on my own to see if what I was feeling in some connections that I had, And it said that you're not supposed to be in a connection with anyone where you have to investigate some of the feelings that you're left with when you're finished socializing with them. So I was able to understand what the woman said, and she said she didn't want to part ways from the friendship, but she had to. She had to figure out her exit, and her exit was just not being available. So I am so thankful that I heard her speak this morning, and I was in the shower, so I didn't get to do my normal worshiping like I would do in the shower because I was listening to her. Because every step of her conversation felt as if it was me speaking, and I was like, wow. And then I saw something somewhere, and it said, don't call someone for 48 hours and let that tell you what you need to know. And I said, whatever message or learning or whatever was supposed to come, I said, I'm going to do it. And I did it. And then I said, oh, okay, is that what it is? I don't know. There's no extra words in there. So I said, let me wait another 24 hours and see what happens. And then I started to see. But then my phone started ringing with someone that started being regular. But for no apparent reason, last night when she called me, I was laying on a bed and I was listening, and then she just lied about something that she didn't have to lie about. And I said to myself, wow. And then she just kept going and going and going, and I'm listening, and I'm like, okay. So now, of course, I wasn't going to play the sandbox, she's whatever. So I realized today I don't want her to help me take anything. I'm going to eliminate. But when she calls today, unfortunately, I'm just not available. Today I want to stay on 1-5, and that's it. And that is getting that stuff out the dishwasher, be wrapping up whatever towels or I could find around my silverware, because between today and 5 days I'm out of here. So I don't want to do any of that extra stuff. So I realized, no, I don't need I would rather leave something here that I had no way to carry, And although I know it's going to be a decision that I have to make at some point where it's not going to be able to come, I decided when I was in the shower, if I can't take my greeting card holder and I can't take my couch, I'm just not even going to worry about it, or my dresser. I'm not going to worry about it. Whatever I can't take, I can't take. I just leave it here. So I did go, like I said, to the store and everything, and I'm going to start packing my trunk with some of the bags. I just have to focus to try to figure out where my birth certificate and social security card are. If I can't find it, everything I can get in that vehicle, I'm going to get in. And I do have half a tank or a little bit more of gas. So that's enough to get me a little bit. And then Beverly sent me Cash App. That is only for my gas tank. So if someone else is taking me, that's going to go in their tank, getting them back and forth, and that's it. So at this point, I don't even care about anything in here outside of my birth certificate. I don't care about anything. I don't care about a fork, a knife, a spoon, my mattress, nothing. I will, if push come to shove, I will pack as much as I can in the trunk, and then just put a listing on the marketplace. Person moved, everything must go, leave the address, and they will come take what they take. My TV is going in the back of my car regardless. It doesn't matter. No one's carrying my TV. I'm taking my own TV. But I remember when I moved out of the homeless shelter and I moved into my apartment, we had a wall-to-wall carpet and a comforter on the floor. I borrowed a radio, and I was happy. I went back and forth. I got a little bit of cold cuts and things like that to eat on until I was able to do better. But I don't even care. I'm not letting anything in here hold me. What I am going to do before I do anything, especially when I find out what I need to find out today, if I have to leave this table, I will leave this table, but I'm going to go in the drawers and take out all my stamps and empty the table. I've been taking a little bit of stuff off. Mostly everything that was here is gone except for 2 bags that's gone in my car. So I just don't want to make any excuses for why I can't do what I have to do. I cannot believe my stomach feels so good, boys and girls. Oh my goodness, my stomach feels so good. Absolutely. I can't even begin. My fingers, I have no, nothing. My hands feel great. I mean, I don't know what normal feels like, but these hands feel good this morning. If I have to move and shake, I can move and shake, boys and girls. It was a struggle to get to where I am, but even my feet, like I took my shower and everything, but I didn't lotion my feet yet. I didn't do my love up on my feet, which I will when I decide what socks I'm gonna put on. But my feet feel so good. That that pain, that's aching, that I don't have any of it. My legs feel like I never had fibromyalgia. Now I know I'm speaking for right now, so be kind and let me stay in right now. I can't speak for the future, and I do have every availability to my access, whatever the hell that is, to change my mind. So I hate being a Libra sometimes because Libras are indecisive, but that has nothing to do with being indecisive. I absolutely feel amazing, every part of me, but I could not believe when I was sleeping that every time I turned, I didn't have any of that rancid air in here. The windows was open all night. I walked through here. When I came in this morning, all I was able to smell was the incense that I put in here last night, and the windows are all open. So I'm like, so I'm so thankful, so thankful. But it took me a long time to get there, a long time to get there. But I kid you not, I have to empty this deep freezer, and none of that sausage is going to my apartment. None of that ground beef is going to my apartment. None of that mixed vegetables is going to my apartment. In these cabinets, these cans of beans, not one is going to my apartment. These bags that I packed up with corn, and none of it is going to my apartment. I'm not carrying shit that I can't eat, and that's it. I'm not taking none of it. I can't take that stuff I can't eat. Now I have to sit down and try to figure out what I can actually eat going forward. But as far as my freezer, I have a few packs of chicken, but some of it is like burned, so I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie, when I was on my low, I ate that freezer burned chicken. I didn't care if I died. If that's what God provided me, that's what I was gonna eat. Hey, you throw yours in the garbage, that's your business. I don't care. I ate mine. So I'm gonna not take out anything in the freezer to take out to eat today, but I did take some. I packed a lot of in one bag, and I did take it to my loved one. So there goes that. But as far as today, if I have to pack that and take it somewhere, I'm not taking it because I don't have gas for that. So if I have to leave it here in this freezer and whoever cleans this apartment clean it, take that. I do want to think about going to pick up Kevin, because Kevin loves to clean and he does like pocket money. So I don't know if he's really too far gone still to remember who I am, to where I can get him to come here and clean up, and then ask him if he would, let me help him with Cash App to put on his phone so he have access to me making a few deposits. But I would have to drive 2 towns over to pick him up. And I know I wouldn't have to drop him off because he really enjoys taking the bus. He does love to take the bus, the city bus. And then he'll be like, you don't have to take me home. I can take the bus right there. I can do it. I can do it. So he loves to take the 42 bus, so I don't have to worry about that. So I thought about him this morning, but I want to wait and do as much as I can do to gather up, because it's already the end of the month, so my Social Security check is coming, so I can definitely give him some money. I just want to make sure I figure out if I want to do that or not, because I don't know. But I am so freaking happy, and I gotta pay for the air conditioner, but it feels real good. Really good. Oh, boys and girls, I am so happy. Oh, I am so happy. I am so happy. But I gotta tell y'all something. It's 10 o'clock. It's going to 10. Okay. My friend said he believes my GPS is working. I think I might have said that already. But what I did not say, I don't believe I said. I don't know which part I did say, but I'm going to say it over. My friend said he doesn't believe that the GPS is not working. He believes it's a setting. So when I went to the gas station, I went further away from my home. And I said to myself, I can't believe I'm going to do what I'm doing, because I went way out of my way to get to the gas station. And then I put the GPS on to take me home, knowing that I was basically home. And it took me directly to my front door. So nothing's wrong with my GPS. It is a setting on my GPS to make sure I get there with minimal cost, and that's what's wrong with my GPS. So now I have to figure out what setting is off so I can get that freaking car to the parkway. But he said that if I get on the parkway, it should take me through the parkway, but it's clearly not. It's taking me to avoid the tolls. But I don't believe I should have a toll getting from here to there. But the good thing is, I know which parkway to get on. That's the blessing. So what I'm going to do, if I have to make it where I have to make it today, I'm going to go as far as I need to go and put the address in, and then I'm going to put it in right before I get to the parkway and see if it'll help me that way. I don't want to have to bother people. And then I'm not realizing that I need to start for changing more of the addresses now. And then I went to register with someone yesterday, and when I went to register, it put in my new address. I see, this is why you have to be careful with access to what you do on a computer, because it records and it remembers and everything. That's why I said I'm going to be very intentional about not being on the computer and stuff like that, because I don't like that. I had got a call yesterday and someone said I was somewhere, and then when I came home, I saw where I was popped up on my Facebook. She said, why did it happen? I said, because your phone was on when you were there. Are you serious? Yeah, that's why I don't drive with my phone on. I don't want my phone on when I'm driving. And then people laugh because this phone has no data on it. Well, that's your business if you can't see what's going on. Ha! But let me show you my book. I found this Grow in Grace journal at the Dollar Tree, and I'm so happy that I found it. I didn't even open it, didn't check it. Somebody could have already used it and put it back, but you know I'm just being funny. But I never did take it out. I just like the cover, and I am so happy. Oh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. He restores my soul. Let's see what else it says. Okay, he restores my soul on the whole. Oh, right there. So I like the book, but I have to remember to get the one with the little coil right here, because you really can't write, in there. So, but I like the book, and I finished writing in one journal already. So before I leave, I'm gonna take that journal and put it in the sink and just let the water run on it until the pages dissolve, and then I'm just gonna crumble up all of the pages. So when it dries into a rock and no one can read it, and I'm going to dispose of it. I'm not going to be writing in journals and leaving my journals for if I drop, somebody else can just read all my stuff. I'm not going to do that. But I love this pattern, so I'm going to see if it's I don't believe it's trademarked. And the book is made in India. I like that. So I'm going to I just saw a greeting card. That's why I'm looking at it. I see a greeting card in there. I'm seeing I actually could use that, and then I could take this and take this front, but this is too large. That's too large. Oh my goodness, boys and girls! I prayed for all of you last night, and I did the best I could to remember everyone by name, because one thing I do know is when I can only speak for me, because what I do, I like to use a person's name when I pray for them. So I prayed for as many of you that I could remember your names. So thank you so much for having any type of contact with me, and I hope everyone is well. Yesterday I sat here for a good maybe minutes or less than 5 minutes, and I zoomed in a hug to every single person that I could remember by name on this channel, so that if you didn't have access to someone else hugging you, you would have access to me hugging you. So I learned a long time ago to be very careful who you let put hands on you. And I believe it's one of the problems that, oh, I hate to say it, oh, please, God, watch over me today. And please watch over my daughter, because I love my daughter. I just don't like her. I just had to do that, and I apologize. But sometimes my daughter wants to pray for me, but I just say, don't put your hands on me. And I actually feel kind of bad, because sometimes when she wants to pray for me, I jump back and I don't put your hands on me. And I absolutely mean no harm. But always be mindful who you allow to put hands on you, especially when you see yourself, in anointings, because everybody's not for you. And I will say it in any language I have to find. I love my daughter. I will always do what I need to do to help my daughter. I even have intentions to help her when I move, even though she won't see me, but I don't like her. And there's a very good distinction. She's not kind and gentle and consistent. So there goes that. But I hope right now she's doing well, because I just had a feeling come over me, and I don't want to pick up the phone and call knowing that I just want no contact. And I need to show kindness by walking away in peace. When you show me where you feel and how you feel, I have to love you, respect you, and say goodbye. And I'm already at goodbye, but I just had a feeling, and I know. There's nothing no one can tell me. I know. Being a parent is hard. It's really hard. But when you put your foot down and you want your child to do the best they can in this world, they need to know that they can be the best they can while you can see it. I kid you not. If you don't see it, you don't understand. And if you think that you're gonna lay out and get in a brown box and that's the end of it, it's not. So I need to be able to see full-fledged. So, and I want to find that singer on my YouTube. You're not gonna believe what I did. I have no Pandora on this TV. If I had even thought about what I was actually giving up, I realized it this morning when I went to put on Pandora, because I wanted to put on Mary Mary and just listen to my music today. And then I realized that I freaking don't have Pandora on this TV. Now, I don't know if I can put Pandora on this TV, but I sure as hell not going to get Pandora for free like I had on my other TV. I said, oh my goodness. Woo! Sometimes you got to say, all right, it's okay. It wasn't meant to stay. Ah, damn. But I was going to put Shaggy on my TV today and just get up in here and rock. But I tried to do 15 minutes of my Tai Chi this morning. I couldn't do it, boys and girls. And I wasn't going to fight myself. I was going to push myself. I have done enough pushing in the last few weeks. So I did about maybe 8 minutes and a little bit of seconds. So I was really feeling it. I love Tai Chi. Ooh, I love Tai Chi. But I did a different video this morning. I have been doing like maybe maybe one or two of the same videos for a few weeks, so that I can get to master the movement. So I did a different video today trying to get up to 15 minutes, but I'm not there yet. But I do like the movement, so I will do the video as many times as I have to get where I want to go. But I don't think I will ever want to do 15 minutes of Tai Chi. I don't think I need to. My body can't take that. But Tai Chi is beautiful. It makes you feel so amazing in your head and everywhere. But boys and girls, when I tell you how much gratitude I had in this house yesterday, I was so thankful. I laid on my bed and I was zoned in to some of the moments when I was dealing with homelessness, and I was dealing with some of the struggles I went through, and I said, I don't regret any of them. Some of those struggles made me a better person, but who I see today, I'm like, where did she come from? Where, and I do believe who I see today is who I have always been. It's just that I say, when I hear people say they're a product of their environment, I don't actually believe that, because there's a lot of things that you don't have to do because you live somewhere. Then when my friend sent me this song, and I listened to this song, I said, I am so thankful that when I mentioned to him, if there's a message for me in this song, that I'm not gonna get it, which means I'm gonna ignore it on purpose. But basically, the song is about females who have a supplier, whatever supplier, and when their friend is around, their man is around the supplier, he charges them, and they get that. Maybe if I'm understanding it, that one bag, and then when the man is not around and they go to the supplier, they can get 3 bags for free. So it tells you the dynamics of what's going on, and I see it for myself that the man is the man, but then when he's not around, the dope man is the man, and that's when you get your bags for free because you're having sex with them, and it makes sense. I saw a video this morning. I don't know how that man popped up on my screen, but he was telling about his job and the single women that come there with their child support, and buy all this social stuff, liquor and things, and then turn around and say to the guys they don't have money to pay the electricity bill and stuff. And I'm like, I'm just proud of myself that I came up in this and I didn't fall down in that. So I'm not discouraging anyone from doing anything with their money. You do what the hell you want to do with your money. It is yours. But we have to say, if I'm going to buy this, I have to stop asking people to help me here, because it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to move with intention to try to do everything I can on my own. But I have to make decisions that are going to be hard, because I do need help. Like today, I need the woman to go into the unit if possible. I need to know that this wall that my table is on is not a shared wall with someone that's going to be up, and the reason why is because in here, for years, my craft table was on the other wall, and I had no real issues after a certain point. But then when someone moved in, their radio, now the radio was on in the last apartment on this hallway, but you can hear the radio all the way to the elevator. And not only that, someone called me from below to say, could you come with me to the security because somebody's music, but I didn't want to say where the music was coming from. And then someone that end of the building, said to me, you woke me up. And I'm like, how did I wake you up? So your music, excuse me, that wasn't my music. That was down the hall's music. Are you serious? Yeah, and what you did was wrong. Absolutely. Well, I'm sorry. Well, but I do recall a time or two that a police officer thought music was coming from my apartment. Even when he came in, I'm like, no, that's not coming. You see the music in here? But I don't want to be a nuisance. And so it is what it is. I found my washing machine, boys and girls. I found my washing machine. Okay, we don't want to play today. We don't want to play. I think I just saw something from you. I'm going to call you back. I'm trying to turn my computer on. Did you hear me? You just sent me something on Facebook? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, I'll call you back. I'm turning on my computer. I'll message you from Facebook. Bye-bye. I just saw something pop up. No. Well, yeah, you did. So I'm so excited. But anyway, hello everyone. Don't mind that fire you see there. Don't mind that fire. But let me put my garlic and stuff for my mom. I just washed me a can of potatoes. I said, let me look in my cabinet. See, and I just washed me some potatoes. So I'm gonna put those in there. And I'm gonna put some butter in there. Although butter is no longer my friend, but I still plan on it. And I turned it up to 8. But let me grab my phone. Just want to make sure it's right here. Okay, now I really can't do much when it comes to seasoning, so I'm gonna take these seasonings and put them over there, where I'm gonna wash the bottle off and start taking them out of here when I get my car. So let's put some pepper. I'm gonna go through my cans, and if I have some potatoes, then I'm definitely gonna take those with me. But I'm not carrying any extra weight. Oh, my arm is not in the best because I was doing that the video. So I'm gonna put some Italian seasoning on there, since I'm allowed comfort in that way. Put some Italian seasoning. And I looked for lemon pepper yesterday. I couldn't find. Okay, that has garlic in it, so I'm not gonna take that with me. I'll wash that off. And this is open, so throw that in the trash. Woo! Now this is fried rice seasoning. Let's make sure. I think it has garlic in it. I don't know, but we'll leave it there for right now. I'm gonna put some turmeric on my potatoes, because turmeric helps with inflammation. I think it is. And turmeric's going on everything that I put in my mouth. That's mine. Italian. So I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna put a little bit of Wake Up. I have to use the Wake Up now, since I can't use some of the other stuff. And that's good. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in there. Just a drop, because olive oil is healthy. And this is gonna be my breakfast. Some potatoes. So I'm gonna. Now, why do I? Oh, the handle's loose. I remember my friend, when I first started heating up potatoes, she laughed at me. I don't know if parsley is in Italian thing, but I'm going to put parsley in it. And what I'm going to do when I pause this camera is separate some of my spices that I'm not going to take with me. My mom is getting the garlic and all that other stuff. These smell good, boys and girls. Ooh, these smell nice. Oh, goodness. I just can't believe my favorite food is corn. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I found this chicken. I'm not really sure I'm going to want it, but I'm still going to use it anyway, just to make sure I have some protein to start my day. And I know some of you are busy, but I have a lot to do today. If someone could gently research this can and tell me if there's any garlic or any onion in it. It says water and salt on the can. If that's the case, then I can purchase some for my meals, but I don't want to buy any more if there's a chance that there's garlic in there or onion. I don't want to do that, but I have so much to do today. I didn't want to put excess salt in my pot. I'm actually having a fun time smelling this daggone pot, boys and girls. Smells delicious. And I don't want anyone to feel bad because I'm having issues like this. The bottom line is I have a meal. I'm going to be fed, and that's the purpose. So please don't feel bad for me, okay? I do not feel bad for myself. I feel great. I just like a little bit of moisture all over my everything is in the dishwasher. I like that. I like that. Okay. Let's turn you down because you're basically done. I like that, boys and girls. But I'm definitely not ready for anything to eat. So that's my meal. Matter of fact, since I'm not ready for it, I'm going to turn it off and go in my back bathroom. I'm throwing out the garbage can. I just washed the sink down, took out my excess of toothbrushes and stuff like that. So I'm going to start doing some of that. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and sending me $1 million. Yes, I won $1 million today.